Okay, so Christine, this is so exciting. We have our first family that you're giving away the grant to. Tell me about the Callis family.
I'm so excited. The Callis family lives in Michigan. They have 6 children. Their oldest is in college and goes all the way down to their 6-year-old son. This October, their son Derek was 15 and was diagnosed with DIPG. And Derek just turned 16 last week.
So 16, is that around the average age of kids that are getting DIPG? Is it a little bit on the higher end? I mean, how does DIPG affect a 16-year-old?
So it is definitely out of the norm. The average range is from 5 to 11, so he is definitely on the outside of that. And so treatment pretty much looks the same. All of these trials are applicable to whether you are 1 year old or up to 18 years old.
Big family. They're probably very busy. What kind of treatment are we talking about?
So Derek has had his initial radiation in Michigan, and now they are going to be participating in a trial at Stanford with Dr. Michelle Manji, who is absolutely brilliant, in a new trial that is a T-cell trial.
What have you learned about Derek from his mom?
He is a very heartfelt, kind, caring big brother. He loves trucks and like machine equipment. His uncles had gotten together and got him a Razor, which I just learned is like an off-roading four-wheeler type of like side-by-side that he loves to drive.
And they've already had to travel for some treatment, which is something that you're so familiar with. What kind of impact does that have on a family financially and emotionally?
So they have had to travel daily to go into Michigan for radiation and to meet with doctors. It's about a 2.5 hour drive each way. They're quite a bit outside of where they're being treated, and currently, or they will be participating in the trial in Stanford. So they just needed to go to Stanford for 3 weeks, where they had their initial consultation. And with anything with DIPG, the unknowns came up that made them stay there for a bit longer, and they'll be traveling back and forth to receive this new treatment and trial.
This is the first family that you've given this type of grant to. So let's kind of get back to basics here about why it was important for you to give grants like this to families going through DIPG.
So we were so fortunate enough when we were diagnosed with this horrible disease that we had never heard of, that there is absolutely no funding for. We had so many people rally around us. They started a GoFundMe page. People offered a lot of different things that really helped alleviate some of our stress. And so the financial piece of it, which is could be equally as stressful, it was off our plate. And so as a foundation, we felt that giving a bigger grant to one family every quarter would be more impactful than trying to help someone pay for gas or one-way plane tickets or anything in that realm of a smaller grant. We thought that this would be much more impactful.
And then it's got to be, and this is such a life-altering diagnosis, not only for the child involved, but for the entire family. So how big of an impact does just a little bit of financial relief give some family?
So it's a lot. And so, our idea with this grant is that it helps to pay for the family get to the trial, or to keep the family together when they're traveling, to help with lodging, to help with medicine. But at the end of the day, it's also, they can use it for anything that they need to alleviate stress. If that means they need groceries, if that means they need to keep their electricity on, or whatever it is that they need during this time, they have the ability to do so.
And their community in Michigan has to be rallying around them. But for people who maybe aren't neighbors with them or in that community, how can they get involved, not only supporting the Callis family, but supporting Why Not Devin?
So our hope is, because Devin's Army has been so supportive and giving, and through their numerous acts of kindness, our hope is that they might want to do something kind for this family. As I mentioned, there are 6 kids. The youngest son, Franco, is 6 years old, and the oldest daughter, Haley, is a freshman in college. And I can't imagine, my children were so close together, but having to navigate your freshman year of college and knowing that your younger brother is going through this, and the hardship that is putting on the family as well. So we know that this family loves movies. They do a lot of art. They love hockey, fishing. They love to be outside, and they're a very close-knit family. So if anybody would like to do an act of kindness and send this family something, an activity that they can do together, or anything else that someone feels would benefit this family, I encourage you to send me an email, and I would be happy to share their address with you. And let's show them all the love and support we can.
Great. And always important for people, if they want to just start getting involved, to donate to Why Not Devin and become part of Devin's Army. And this will help benefit families for years to come.
Yeah, hopefully until one day we don't have to do this and there's a cure and we can all just have a huge party together.
Well, we're so excited for the Callis family to receive this first grant, Christine, and can't wait to meet our next family next quarter.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your support, Katie, and Devin's Army. We could not do any of this without you guys. And we're really happy to be able to tell you about this wonderful family. And please keep them in your thoughts and your prayers and all the positive vibes possible.